Aliens from a distant star watched Earth and laughed. They called humans weak and slow. Captain Liam and Engineer Emma prepared their small fleet, checking every system carefully. Earth had never faced such a threat before, and the aliens believed it would be an easy target. But humans were quiet and steady, not showing fear. Emma looked at the blinking controls, her hands steady. Liam studied the reports, noticing small clues that something was different about the aliens. Messages came from the aliens mocking Earth's defenses, calling humans careless and foolish. Jack, a young pilot, trained near the space station, unaware of the mocking messages but feeling the tension in the air. Clara, a scientist, examined old strategies and realized the humans could use their intelligence in unexpected ways. The planet watched silently as the alien ships hovered nearby, confident that their ridicule would scare humans. But Liam gathered his team and said, "We stay calm. We observe, we prepare, and we do not panic. They may mock us, but we will show them patience is our strength." Emma nodded, tightening her tools and checking the weapons. Across Earth, military bases quietly increased their alert levels. Simple humans worked in teams, communicating with calm voices, planning strategies that no alien could predict. Even the youngest cadets learned to stay alert but not afraid. Jack ran simulations, imagining different ways the aliens could attack and how humans could respond. Clara studied the alien messages, noting patterns and weaknesses hidden within the arrogance of their words. Days passed, and the aliens continued their ridicule, sending images of destruction and threats of easy conquest. But humans only learned, adapted, and stayed ready. The tension in the air was real, but it made humans sharper, faster, and cleverer. The aliens, expecting panic, were instead met with quiet confidence. Liam held a meeting with Emma, Jack, and Clara, explaining that this was a test of patience and intelligence. Each human played their part perfectly, observing, calculating, and preparing. The mocking messages that were supposed to frighten them instead became lessons. Humans realized the aliens underestimated not just their strength, but their ability to think and adapt. Earth itself seemed to hold its breath as the small human fleet moved with careful precision. Every action, from checking equipment to studying reports, was deliberate. Even the ordinary citizens felt a sense of unity, supporting the preparations silently. The aliens, watching for fear, could see only focus and calm. Their arrogance grew, thinking humans were slow and predictable, but humans were quietly planning, connecting every detail, every pattern, every clue. Emma smiled slightly, realizing that the mockery gave them insight. Liam spoke to his team with quiet authority, saying, "They laugh because they do not understand us. They will soon learn that patience, observation, and calm are more powerful than any weapon." The fleet moved silently in orbit, every crew member aware of the looming threat but not shaken. The aliens continued to mock, confident that the humans would falter. But Earth was ready in a way the aliens could not see. Humans had something the aliens lacked: the ability to learn quickly, adapt cleverly, and act together. And in that quiet readiness, a small but powerful strength grew, ready to surprise the mocking watchers from the stars. A scout ship appeared near Earth's orbit, silent but threatening. Jack, a skilled pilot, watched the ship on his monitor, his hands steady on the controls. Clara, a scientist, leaned over the screens, analyzing the alien movements and their energy signatures. The ship moved slowly, testing Earth's defenses. Then it fired small beams of energy at satellites and unmanned stations. Humans did not panic. Instead, Liam ordered careful maneuvers. Emma and her team prepared clever traps, using old satellites and equipment to reflect the beams back toward the scout ship. The aliens were not expecting this. Each trap was simple but smart, using the aliens' own energy against them. The scout ship dodged and fired again, but the humans were always one step ahead. Jack piloted skillfully, moving Earth's fleet in patterns the aliens could not predict. Clara calculated the angles and timing, making sure every strike was precise. Even the young cadets on Earth's surface were alert, monitoring communications and relaying information. Slowly, the tide of the encounter began to shift. The aliens had assumed that humans would freeze, panic, or retreat. Instead, humans were calm, clever, and quick to respond. Every beam of energy the aliens fired was met with a countermeasure, a mirror, a trap, or a maneuver. Liam watched the screens and said, "They think they can scare us. Let's show them intelligence and patience are stronger than arrogance." The scout ship seemed confused now. Its movements became erratic, unsure of what the humans would do next. Emma smiled, seeing how simple tactics could create big results when humans worked together. Jack, guiding his small fighter through the orbital field, felt a sense of pride. Clara continued analyzing, noting weaknesses in the scout ship's structure. Even the aliens' messages of mockery began to feel hollow. They had underestimated humans, expecting fear but finding only courage and skill. Hours passed and the humans maintained their calm. Every attack from the scout ship was met with calculated resistance. Small victories built up, turning what could have been a frightening first encounter into a demonstration of human cleverness. The aliens tried to retreat, recalculating their approach. But humans were ready, always observing, always adjusting. Liam ordered a controlled advance, showing the scout ship that humans could act, not just defend. The aliens realized Earth was not a place to mock, not a weak planet to scare. Every human action was a lesson in intelligence, patience, and unity. Even the calm voice of Clara, explaining strategy and possibilities, added to the aliens' growing uncertainty. Jack piloted with precision, timing every movement perfectly. Emma adjusted the defensive systems with quiet confidence. Liam coordinated it all, ensuring the humans acted as one. By the end of the encounter, the scout ship left, damaged and confused, unable to complete its mission. The aliens had learned that humans were not weak, not slow, and not easily frightened. Instead, they were clever, quick-thinking, and united. Earth had faced its first test and proved itself in a way that surprised even its own defenders. The humans had turned fear into strategy, threat into opportunity, and mockery into understanding. Every member of the fleet felt a deep sense of pride. They had faced the unknown and come out stronger. The aliens would think twice before mocking Earth again. Liam led a small strike team into space, moving with careful precision. His team was composed of the best pilots and engineers, each trained to react quickly and think clearly. Emma checked the defense systems again, making sure every shield and weapon was ready. Jack prepared the fleet, running through patterns of movement that the aliens would not expect. Humans had learned from the first encounter that simple intelligence could be more powerful than brute force. Clara studied the alien ships, noting small weaknesses in their armor and behavior. Every detail became a piece of a larger plan. When the aliens attacked again, humans did not rush. Instead, they acted with patience. Liam's team dodged the first strikes, then countered with small, precise moves. Emma adjusted the shields, reflecting energy back at the enemy. Jack piloted with skill, guiding the strike team around the alien formations. Each simple tactic became deadly because it was well-timed and coordinated. Clara shared her discoveries, showing the team exactly where to target and when to move. Slowly the tide turned. The aliens were surprised at how quickly humans adapted. Every attack they launched was met with a clever response. Humans were not strong in a physical sense, but their intelligence and unity made them formidable. Liam led from the front, making small but decisive choices. Emma coordinated the defenses, Jack guided the fleet, and Clara's insights gave them the edge. They worked as one, a team connected by focus and purpose. Even when the aliens tried unexpected moves, the humans adapted. They predicted patterns, set traps, and used the aliens' own energy against them. The strike team moved like a single organism, each part supporting the other. Hours of careful strategy began to pay off. Small victories accumulated, breaking the aliens' confidence. Each ship they disabled, each beam they dodged showed the power of human patience and thought. The aliens began to retreat slightly, unsure of how to respond to humans who learned quickly and acted decisively. Liam looked at the results, smiling slightly at the precision of their work. Emma adjusted one last shield, sending a concentrated beam toward a weakened alien ship. Jack executed a daring maneuver, guiding it into a trap. Clara observed from her station, confirming the final weak points had been struck. By the end of the engagement, humans had gained a clear advantage. The aliens realized Earth was not an easy target, not a place to bully or mock. Humans had turned their intelligence, patience, and adaptability into a weapon stronger than any alien technology. Liam's team returned, knowing the first real victory was theirs. Humanity had fought back, showing that even a small fleet could stand against a larger, arrogant enemy. They had proved that clever planning, teamwork, and calm thinking could overcome almost any threat. The aliens would now have to rethink their assumptions. Humans were not weak. They were unpredictable, patient, and smart. Earth had begun to fight back and the galaxy would take notice. The aliens attacked in full force, expecting to defeat humans quickly. Huge ships appeared in Earth's orbit, firing energy beams and missiles. But humans had prepared carefully. Liam led his team to set ambushes, hiding in asteroid fields and using stealth maneuvers. Emma calculated every angle, predicting where the strongest strikes would come and how to avoid them. Jack guided the pilots with calm courage, keeping their focus even under heavy fire. Clara had studied the alien tactics closely and found patterns in their attacks. Using her knowledge, humans could anticipate the enemy and respond in ways the aliens did not expect. Every move was coordinated, every decision precise. The aliens were surprised by the humans' planning. Their attacks, which they thought would overwhelm, were countered with clever strategies, traps, and timing. Small strike teams hit the aliens' weak points, forcing them to divert their attention. The humans did not fight recklessly, they acted with patience and intelligence. Even when the aliens tried new tactics, humans adapted quickly, staying one step ahead. Liam and his team executed coordinated attacks, striking when the enemy was vulnerable. Emma's shields reflected energy and protected key positions. Jack's steady piloting allowed the team to move fluidly, avoiding traps the aliens did not see. Clara's discoveries of the aliens' weaknesses allowed humans to set more effective ambushes. Slowly, the aliens' confidence began to crumble. They had expected fear and disorganization, but instead found calm, clever opposition. Confusion spread among the alien ranks. Their attacks became erratic, poorly timed, and less effective. Humans pressed their advantage with careful strategy rather than reckless assault. The tide of the battle turned. The aliens, once aggressive and mocking, now hesitated, unsure how to respond. They began to retreat, humbled by the unexpected skill of the humans. Liam led the human fleet carefully, allowing the aliens to leave while maintaining pressure to ensure they could not regroup easily. Emma monitored every movement, adjusting defenses as the enemy pulled back. Jack inspired the pilots to stay alert and calm, even as the battle ended. Clara noted the final outcomes, confirming that humans had outsmarted and outmaneuvered the invaders. The humans had shown that intelligence, courage, and patience could overcome a much larger and stronger enemy. The aliens left, confused and humbled, learning that Earth was not to be taken lightly. Humanity had proven its strength and cleverness, and the galaxy would remember this battle as the turning point. The aliens left, their pride broken and confused. The great ships vanished into space, leaving Earth quiet but victorious. Across the galaxy, whispers spread quickly. Stories traveled from one planet to another about humans who had faced a mocking, powerful enemy and won. They were clever, patient, and unpredictable. Liam, Emma, Jack, and Clara stood on the observation deck, looking at Earth from orbit. Their hearts were proud. They had not only defended their planet, but also shown that intelligence, unity, and courage were greater than arrogance or force. Cities below glimmered with life, people unaware of the full story but feeling a sense of safety and pride. The human fleet returned home slowly, every crew member aware that history had been made. Even simple acts during the battle, like setting traps or calculating angles, had changed the outcome. The galaxy would never mock humans again. Word of their cleverness reached alien councils, changing the way other species viewed Earth. It was no longer a weak planet to test or scare. Humans had proven that thought, patience, and teamwork could defeat even the most confident invaders. Liam looked at the stars, realizing that humanity's true strength was its ability to adapt, to stay calm under pressure, and to work together. Emma checked her instruments one last time, proud of the precision and strategy that had led to victory. Jack, ever the brave pilot, felt a quiet satisfaction knowing their courage had made a real difference. Clara, studying the aftermath, knew that every small discovery and clever calculation had mattered. Across Earth, people continued their lives, unaware of the full scale of the challenge that had passed. But somewhere deep down, humans carried a growing sense of confidence. The battle had proven that the seemingly weak could be strong, that the underestimated could surprise, and that unity could turn the tide against any enemy. The galaxy would remember this day, the day humans faced ridicule and came out victorious. The aliens had left, humbled and changed, and humans had shown what they could do. Earth was no longer just a small blue planet. It was a symbol of patience, intelligence, and courage. Liam, Emma, Jack, and Clara looked at each other and smiled quietly, knowing their actions had changed history. Humanity had proven its strength, and the universe would never doubt it again.